Hi there, welcome back. So this is my second ever vlog. Last week I introduced myself and told you that I was going to begin this journey to health and to wellness and to perhaps losing some weight on the route. And my first week I've gone really well. I set myself a target for week 1 to really focus on my food. Not in terms of just calorie restriction, but in terms of making sure that I'm eating a really well-balanced, nutritious, healthy diet. And I'm actually really pleased with myself. I wasn't perfect, and that's what I want to talk about a little bit in this vlog. How you can get by with being good enough and not make it all about all or nothing. You know, don't set lofty, insanely hard goals and then set yourself up to failure so that you make one slip up and then you throw it all out of the window and think, well, it's been a bad day. I'm already not perfect, so I might as well drink a bottle of wine. I might as well go out for dinner. I don't think that's very helpful. So I wasn't perfect, but I was nearly perfect. So I think I've done really well on my week 1 goal, which was food. And what I'm going to try and do each week is maintain the progress that I've made and add a new goal. So I guess what I'm trying to do is not exactly go on a diet or change my life or make it sound as big and scary as it does. I guess what I'm just trying to do is build better, healthier habits. You know, I hear a lot about this, you know, you have to do something 14 times and then it becomes a habit. And then I read something, again, I don't think this is really rigorously researched because it just came up in my Facebook feed, but it was talking about, it isn't the number of times that you repeat something that builds a great habit. The thing is for how long you do it for, whichever. If I can start doing good things and get into a good routine with them, then they are going to become commonplace and I won't have to expend much energy in trying to think about them. One of the things I did read this week, I'm doing something called the Compassion course. It's like a non-violent communication thing run by Tom Bond. And his article that he sent us this week is about your robot being, or the robot that you operate, like your body, and your being a bit more, I don't know, kind of spiritual, I guess. And your robot is a creature of habit and it just does things on autopilot. And your being is the one that makes good decisions about what you choose to eat. Whereas your robot, you don't really think about. So I don't really buy into this mind-body disconnect, but what I need to try and do, I suppose, is train my robot to make automatic good choices, because then that takes a lot of pressure off me. I don't have to make good decisions anymore because I'm doing it without thinking about it. And I guess this sort of ties in with the name of my channel a little bit, because I've called it B+. And that's about being plus sized, and it's also about B for body positive. So really learning to love my body and its strength and everything it can do, and its capacity to recover and regenerate from the insults that I've given it. But B+ is also like a grade. I'm a teacher. I teach mathematics in an international school here in the Philippines. And while I don't often find giving students a grade very useful, it's much more interesting, much more purposeful to look at where they've gone wrong and how I can support them rather than just slapping a letter on. You know, traditionally teachers you get your A stars, you get your D-, you get your B+. So B+ is a grade, which isn't the top grade. You don't always have to be perfect. You don't have to shoot for the very, very top. I mean, it's fine to be aspirational. It's fine to try and do it, but just being good enough is okay. it's much better to get B plus every meal, B plus every day, and then have occasional slips than it is to basically tell yourself that you're going to get the A plus, fail to do it on week 2 or day 20 or whatever, and then just throw the whole thing out. I need to stop being so polarized. I don't think it's healthy to live at zero effort followed by fanatical, trying to eat perfectly and exercise all the time. I need to find a good balance, a way to be healthy and happy and enjoy what I do. So that kind of ties in with this week's goal. This week's goal is about routines. I'm going to try and get myself a little regulated. I'm back at school now for a first day today with the students. And so I'm going to go to bed at 9 o'clock every night. And I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to walk to work, weather permitting. It's the rainy season here in Manila, so there may be some days where I just have to get a car, but that's okay. So I'm going to sleep a nice solid 8 hours every single night. I'm going to eat my lunch at the same time every day. I'm going to work out at the same time every day. I'm going to eat my dinner after the workout at the same time every day. And the idea of this is just to try and get my mind and my body, my hormones, everything into a pattern, into a routine, into a nice, comfortable, ticking over, good enough, healthy routine. And so I'm going to maintain the eating goals that I set last week, and I'm just going to regulate. Maybe next week I might add some more goals. Might look at exercise. I certainly want to look at meditation, visualization, and so on. And I might want to make some changes to the way I'm eating and what I'm doing. But for now, week 2 is just about regulation. No more late nights, no more irregular meal times. Let's just get into a pattern so that I'm comfortable and so that making the right choices becomes really easy instead of me having to expend a lot of energy and effort in making the right choices. So it's been really good fun so far. I think I'm really feeling positive about making some changes and going on this journey. And I think that vlogging, even though, I think I've got 1 subscriber and 3 views, we're all good. The purpose of this is to help me, support me, and make me accountable. And it's working. And I'm quite excited. So if you are watching, thanks a lot for your support. And I wish you well on your wellness journey as well. Peace.